Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing great out there. It's another hot sunny day here in Texas. I want to cover a little project that we've got going on. Mel and I, we always have projects going on. Years past, Lynn and I bought this big fifth wheel right here. This big Montana Keystone, and I really like it. It's an older unit, but I really like it. And one of the things I like about it is one of them, it's the all aluminum frame in the walls and the roof, both with a really good steel frame and a really well sealed underbelly that has a nice thick PVC covering, not just like a netting or a cloth underneath the bottom side, but it is actually a hard, thick plastic sealed underneath the bottom. These are very well constructed units. There is one guarantee what an RV will do. One absolute guarantee, because the guarantee is that when you buy one of those, it is depreciating in value every single day. They are not a wisest investment always. And so they're just constantly losing value, going down, down, down. And of course, they're always gonna need repairs. So this one here is a little older, and we didn't get much of nothing for it. Cabinets and the countertop, the cabinets were getting kind of tired, and I really did not like the design to the kitchen. It had a L-shaped kitchen, and it had like this bar-like countertop that stuck out into the middle of the floor that just kind of broke up the middle of it down through there and really made it feel closed in. It's called a rear living area, RL, and it just really felt just cramped with this big bar thing sticking out L-shaped across it, especially when the slides are in. There's no way to even pass to the back. So I ripped and gutted all the cabinets out of it. And then it had just cabinets on the walls everywhere, all over the place, just adding weight to this RV. More places to pack junk that you don't need. And I removed a lot of the other cabinetry that was not needed out of there as well. Then that rear slide right there, it had this whole entertainment system built in it. And that's all that slide was just the entertainment slide out. It's not like a booth or couches or anything like that. It was just entertainment system that slid out. I gutted that slide out, and it's now a open empty slide that we're going to do something different with, and also a lot less weight. And so that's what's been going on there with that. So we did a recoating on the roof, and I'm probably going to go ahead and put another coat again and refill a bunch of things. When I bought it from them, they had removed the factory refrigerator. It was a big refrigerator that ran off of 110 or gas. That was gone, and it had like a little small refrigerator, like apartment size refrigerator, 110, like you could go run to Walmart or somewhere and buy. So that was a very downside thing. Well, there's other little things I saw it needed and all, and I had a remedy for this without spending huge money on an older RV, and to get these things that need it. And let me show you what I did. My pasture, you see that? That is a fifth wheel with slide outs, and that is a brand new fifth wheel. Believe it or not, that is a brand new fifth wheel. Yeah. And it was a rollover onto the side where you see all that exposed. It was a rollover, brand new rollover. I can't even say that it got used once or twice. I know the story on it. The people bought it, and they didn't have a truck yet to pull it, and they had it delivered. And when it was being delivered and turned into their driveway, the delivery guy ran the axles on one side off a culvert and rolled it over into the ditch on the side of the road, brand spanking new. So I bought that unit, gave $2,000 for it. My uncle helped me bring it here, and of course it had the refrigerator that I needed for this Montana. And so what I gave for that whole entire unit right there, that new refrigerator alone was worth that. And of course the refrigerator was new and worked perfect. So all I had to do was just unbolt it, unhook some lines, slide it right in the hole in this fifth wheel, turn it on. It was ready to go. Well, the other thing, it's got, of course, a brand new air conditioner unit on top of it. And one of these units here still works, but it's kind of pulling more amps than it should because it's getting old and tired. There gave me the air conditioner I needed. That's worth a chunk of money for these RVs. The crank up roof vents. This has the updated style ones with the plastic domes on it. The big plastic domes that you can leave open actually when you're going down the road, or if it's raining, they can stay open and no rain come in. I'm gonna put those updated ones over here on this one. This fifth wheel did not have a booth type table in it. It was made to have one, but you could get it either way, with a freestanding table and chairs, or with a booth that has drawers and seats and makes down to a bed. This Montana originally came with just a freestanding table that I don't like. I like the booth. And this one had perfect booth in it. And it gives you some nice long drawers down low, not up high in the air. Keep your center of gravity down, that you can store like pots and pans in the kitchen. So we robbed the booth. It's all brand new. Put it over in here. And this list goes on and on, able to rob all this new stuff. Blinds, the window dressings, all this new updated stuff out of that rollover over into this one, updating inside of it. And we bought brand new flooring we're going to put down. We got it stacked in there already. And we bought brand new cabinets and countertop that we're putting in there. Let me show you. Little booth I was talking about that came out of the new one there. We got it in here. And here we are where we're putting in new cabinets. I'm working on the lowers here right now, getting them all in, and then I'll continue to work on the uppers here. So I've had to do some modification to the cabinets to get it in. Of course, I had to cut them all open to get it around the hot water heater right here and around all the piping here on the floor. Got it all in here very strong, screwed right in to that aluminum in the walls as the original cabinets were. And where I'm working on now is this last one here. I'll be cutting out where these drawers is at, taking this wood out for the first two, and modifying this one for that gas stove that goes in the RVs. For you that know about them, you'll know what I'm talking about, the gas range. It's working out perfect with these store-bought cabinets from Home Depot. And these cabinets were not heavy either. Of course, the RV stuff's usually made cheap and thin. So are these. And they're not real heavy, but they seem to be pretty well constructed, and it's working out pretty good. Now, why I'm saying I got lucky is that the length on these three cabinets I'm putting together, this sink base, these drawers, and then this drawer set that I'm turning into the piece for the stove, happened to come out total length exactly of what the original cabinets were, lining right back up on the marks and on the studs as the original cabinets did. And one of the beautiful benefits that we're going to have is now that we're going to have these nice wide drawers, where the original only had a bunch of little old small, crowded up, kind of worthless drawers. So that's working out pretty well. This Dometic refrigerator, it all works good. You see here, nice frozen water in this thing. All works very nice. So another benefit we got besides that was we got a up-to-date sink. You could easily say, James, why are you going through all that work? By the time you bought the other fifth wheel over there, you're getting on up there. Well, the thing is that this RV has some other upgrades done to it that I really liked. It's got the dual Bulldog jacks that work independent on the front landing gear. Those are expensive. They're in here. I really like that. It has a rack on the rear of this thing that you can carry a lot of stuff. I could actually even carry a motorcycle on the rear rack that's built on the back of this fifth wheel. I really like that. If I just went out there on the market and just bought a ready to go fifth wheel, probably in the price range down that we didn't want to spend a whole bunch on one, especially when we're going to the Philippines a lot and it just sitting and depreciating in value. And this here is not going to depreciate no more. It's kind of like it's done hit its bottom. So as long as we keep it in nice shape, we're not losing no money. So that's the deal with that. Now, that fifth wheel that I bought down there, I have people wanting to buy parts off of it, and I've already sold some parts off of it, and it's recovered money back. Literally, when I'm done, I could rip everything else that's on it off, and I could turn it into a fifth wheel trailer to pull behind the truck to haul hay on, because it has a strong steel frame underneath it. Or I can just sell it. I can sell that thing down there, even everything harvested off of it, almost what I gave for it. Somebody will patch that up and use it as a deer hunting cabin on a lease. Instead of this kind of dated light right there, it'll be getting changed out to this more up-to-date with the tulip light and the nickel finish. And we have all the nickel finish pieces out of that RV through and through that we've been changing out and putting over in this one. Well, the progress continues here on the cabinets. I got these all fastened in now. They're all in place. It's nice having these drawers. Now I'll come in and put those latches that snap. I'll double them, put 2, maybe even put 3. I don't know, according to how heavy stuff is in here, so that when you're going down the road, these don't fly open. They'll click shut, you know, snap, snap. Of course, RVs, the drawers, the hardware are made for going down the road so things don't go flying open. One thing I do like about these drawers here, they don't easily like fall out and drop down and stuff. They have really great slides on them. Like I say, all I need to do is just put the hardware in here to where they'll click in place. I have it here. Let me show you. These are the little parts I'm talking about right here. It has a part that will go onto the drawer, and then a part that will be on the cabinet, and it'll slip in between these rollers and lock. So I'll be attaching these on there. And once again, this is hardware that I am scavenging from the brand new fifth wheel rollover insurance buy. It'll be the same thing on these cabinet doors too. They'll be right in there and they'll snap shut and snap shut. Right now, I've got it spun around backwards, but this is the cabinets going here for the stove. It was a drawer set just like this, had, I mean, identical mate to this with 3 drawers. And I made it a sacrificial cabinet, doing some modifications to it to fit in for the stove. So I cut off the fronts here for this stove setting here. I cut the bottom out for all this electrical, plumbing, gas lines that are coming up through the bottom. And right now I'm about to cut the side open for this breaker box and battery charger that's here on the side. So it's got your 110 breakers, your 12 volt breakers. You can see I have it marked out here right where that's going, and that'll go in here. It has a little flange that'll be around this edge that you'll screw into, and then you won't see just those ugly breakers. There's this door, we'll get it cleaned back up, and it'll be on there, and it'll look just like factory, and you won't see all of this stuff. It'll all be hid away under the oven, just like the original cabinet was as well. Well, I got the cabinet cut. I've got the breaker box on the side here, and I haven't screwed it in place yet. It's just sitting there, but that's looking really good. Coming around right here, see I cut it all out just the way the original was. So you see how this meets up right here, and it has a void when you put these two together. What I do is, like these pieces I cut out of the bottom or a back, I just put it in between it. It is the exact thickness that I need to fill that void. And then I have these screws that also, these are RV screws. You see they're made to go into these same type of woods. And I screw across, and you see it don't even poke out to the other side. Just barely made a dimple on this last one. And I'll get that all sandwiched together really nice and tight. Then there's another type of these screws that's made to cut into the aluminum. Let me find one, I'll show you the difference in the points. So this is one of them that's made to go into these aluminum walls that this RV is built out of. So this is what I'll shoot the cabinet against the wall with. And you can see the difference here in the top point. You see it's made to cut right there, if you notice that. And it's kind of like a self tapper, but it don't really make a big hole. It just kind of pokes and then lets these threads grab it real quick. So that's why it will go back here in the wall. All right, there it is right there. You can flip this down. You got access to your breakers, your charger and vents below. I got to find the little catch that goes in there that you twist. It's probably over here in my tray. Get that on there. So now I'm here to the stove. I will work on this here now and get it all in place. But I want to give a little update here. I've been working out here on these cabinets good part of the day, getting everything connected and fit in. I want to show you how the stove is coming along. Look at that right there. I got it all put in. Of course, you see it's dusty and dirty. It's been in storage, but got that all put together. Now these countertops, these are drops. These are remnants we had left from doing work in rent houses, and it worked out perfect. I had this piece here. It made it all the way to the stove without any cut. I did not have to cut it at all. I mean, it came out perfect end to end. And I've got it cut back right here. It goes under the countertop, fit it. But it stopped right here. And I had this drop. Now check this out. I had this drop that goes from this little line right here over, and I did not have to cut it either. All I had to do was notch it right here to go up underneath here for the stove to set on. And it gave me a backsplash and all. Something I didn't like about this thing originally is at the stove area, it didn't have a backsplash, and it just had like this board that set in across there. Now I noticed that board is louvered, and it probably, it's not nothing real big, just small holes to probably let some air or something flow. So I'm going to drill in a hole down in the corner right here, and there's a vent over in the old sacrificial RV, the brand new sacrificial RV, that there's a vent that fits in a hole right there that it's brown, it'll match, and that'll give that same type of air of whatever that vent was for. But there it is, the stove's in. And what I'll do down here is, you won't really have a drawer there. That's for utility all underneath there, getting to electrical, getting to some plumbing, getting to all these different parts in there. I liquid nailed this countertop on. It's on there now. I mean, once this dries, it's on there, it's on there. So that is looking good, and that works out pretty good. This is leftovers we had, isn't it? Yeah, like it. Yeah. It's coming right along. I mean, for a little of nothing, we're making an older RV really come around, and it's going to come around a whole lot more. But these new beautiful cabinets, that's really a plus. Looks like I need to adjust this door right here. These hinges are adjustable. There's a screw. Get that all set. But it is looking nice. I need to set the stove top back in underneath this cover. I popped it off while I was working here. I mean, just look at this. This is all new. Look at those burners. Other than the dust of it being stored, it don't even look like it's been used. So Mel side, she just wants to spend the night out here in the RV tonight, huh?
Of course, while we're working here.
Yeah. In other words, she don't want me to leave because if I stop in here, I may not start again, huh? But she's got everything set up there in the bedroom. She's actually been up there all wrapped up in a blanket, and
so chilled.
Yeah, it's got an air unit right over the bed, and I've got it set as low as it'll go on the fan and on the temperature. But then we just turn it off for the night. This one right here does all the.
Super chilled.
Yeah, we'll just run just this one right here. We'll turn that one off.
So.
Yeah, well, this is what's happening here. I just wanted to show y'all my work going on today.
It's progress.
I've worked pretty steady on all of this today too. It's a lot of time cutting, putting all this together. Look at this right here also. Best you can see, that all come out perfect down there. When we get this flooring in, it'll look good. And I also have the piece that goes underneath the front of the cabinets there. I've got it right here, and this will be the little kick plate that'll go up underneath right there, and so it'll look really nice with that in there too, and all finished out. We're going to close this out for the day. Comment below and tell us if you're interested in seeing us finish this RV out, if you'd like to see more of the work that I'm doing in here and all, and hear more about what Mel and I's plans are with this trailer. And so comment and tell us what you think about it. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Give us a lot of thumbs up, please.
Yeah, not the thumbs down.
But comment, and tell us what you think. You know, Mel and I, we're all about living debt-free, using your assets to work for you.
And then if you have any suggestion to do this 1 year, you know, like something.
But be nice. Not like running off a cliff. I know a couple of you. All right. Well, we're going to close this out. Appreciate you all very much. Take care. God bless.